and I fell in love with the opera because of what it can do. But really, I know in Australia, especially, the representation of the bigger market comes to the phrase the workhorse machine, a machine which is easier to look after, easier to maintain, a good price, good value, something that I don't have to be too complicated. I can give to a beginner barista. 3 years later, I come back, they're still going, no problem. Obviously, the more technically we make coffee machines, the more we have to look after it. It's like when you buy a Ferrari, you have to get it serviced, especially looked after it. So when we make the F18, we took a machine that we had called the Verona RS. The Verona RS was one of the most successful machines we ever produced, and it's the best. Better than a lot of machines that are very popular, but the problem was its cosmetics. So we had the opportunity to say, well, look, we're going to make the cosmetics better, but really, how can we make, while we have this opportunity, how can we even take this machine further and understand what this machine, how it serves its best category. So you've got top-end multi-boiler, multi-gear pump machines, you've got high turnover performance machines for specialty coffee with water, better increasing the flavour that you can get to the best of your ability. The racer is designed for that. With the F18, it is all about, the key word is practicality. Practical. It's a smarter, simpler machine. It is very reliable. It can perform under very high conditions, very easy. I can put the F18 in front of someone who's never worked with Sanremo before in their life, and they can walk up and understand this machine straight away. Yes, same thing from the technician. So
it looks like a cockpit.
Exactly. The fighter is taking inspiration from the fighter jet. When Boeing went to make the contract for F18, they concentrated on commercial planes. And so when they had the opportunity to bid for the contract, they said, look, we haven't had any revolutionary new scientific research for this project. We're going to go back and look over all of the technology in aeronautics that was very successful, just the stuff we know worked the best over history. And we're going to put the best plane together based off proven technology.
Very nice.
Effective technology, not theoretical, proven. And it wasn't until the F22 Raptor came out that they could finally build a plane that could beat the F18 fighter jet in a dogfight. So that's how successful the campaign was. So we took inspiration from that. So we said, what is the best U-pad ever invented? The most successful, most famous, never had a problem. It's the Faima Mushroom E61. Right? Everyone knows it. It was the best group pad ever invented. No problem. So we said, it has to have this. What is the best performing steam boiler? Of course, copper brass. Of course, especially if you have a situation for hard water. If the water is quite hard, if the thermal stability it holds its temperature to harder metal, it's better against things like corrosion and stuff like that. But then when it comes to flavour, we know stainless steel. It's better water. So the group head, before the group head, we have a coffee boiler, which is 316L stainless steel with 50% fresh water. So the water quality coming here to make coffee is fantastic. It's beautiful. You can get sweeter, juicier, cleaner coffee.
That works like a filter.
No, so the coffee machine is never filtered.
Yes.
But better hydraulics, better understanding of water science means that you will retain better mineral quality and create less lime-scale reactions. So brass copper also holds its temperature better in the group heads. Right? So we use the right material in the right places to create the best performance, the best steam boiler. Honestly, if you leave both steam taps on this machine, I did it in my Melbourne showroom to test the performance of the steam. For 3 hours, it didn't drop. Both steam taps open, right? And I had to repaint.
3 hours.
I had to repaint my showroom. I had to repaint my showroom. 3 hours didn't drop because we tried to send the machine into thermal shock. And time, how long it takes to recover.
3 hours,
it did not stop. I had to stop what I was doing because I melted my showroom. My showroom turned into a Greek bathhouse.
Like a club.
Turned into a Greek bathhouse. I couldn't see anything. We had to, it's ridiculous to stop. So this machine, steam-wise, is probably the most impressive performance of steam pressure I've ever seen. Right? Which was quite surprising because we've got some very good machines here.
Bravo.
But this one, and for the typical Australian guys, they drink too much milk. Too much milk. Right? We drink so much milk. So when we saw this, it's like, oh, this is exciting, this is great. From a technician's point of view, we know in a couple of years the laws in Australia are going to change. So a technician needs to be, anyone who works inside the machine has to be qualified electrician. So on the outside of this machine, you have your restrictors, restrictor, easy to access, restrictor from here. I don't have to take the cups off and turn everything off. I can get to the restrictor by taking this off to service the steam tap. I don't have very good nails. You got nails?
No.
They made it on top. So you just have to take, you get like a screwdriver. I think I'll get one from the garage.
You want to go to take one?
You just, I'll get it later.
Don't worry.
You just take this off, and you can service the steam system as well.
Okay.
Touchpads as well, you can take on without going inside. Now, with the motherboard and the circuit board, so the electrical components, normally they sit underneath a coffee machine. It's a high risk for water getting on top of them. On this one, they are vertical. Vertical.
Yes.
And it looks aged, it looks old, looks like it's deteriorating. It's not good. It's not good when the customer spends so much money with you that they have this experience.
Yeah.
So you can't just expect it, oh, we just sell it and buy a new one. It's not, it's a short-term relationship, not a long-term relationship.
The seat with the regulations. What about the maintenance of the seat? How it will be costed?
Very simple. So less moving parts. The more moving parts a machine has, it has, so when you service a Mercedes, McLaren, there's so many different moving parts. You have to service it. It costs more. Everything about this machine is designed to be more like a 67 Shelby GT5 Mustang. So more mechanics, less technology, not many moving parts, just strong. Stainless steel coffee boiler, pre-boiler, but copper brass for the steam boiler is much stronger. So if I put this machine into an area that has bad water, stainless steel
The copper glass
is better.
is better for the
For hard water.
and not for the stainless steel.
And the stainless steel for the coffee boiler, because the coffee boiler is not getting 120 degrees. When you go above 100 degrees or 88 degrees, you start to get more problems. Hotter temperature, more problems. But with the copper brass, no problem. It's stronger. So for that coffee boiler, 92 degrees.
Also cleans the water.
So it's porous, holds the mineral back. It's better. We know through looking back over the history that the copper brass boilers are better. They've got a better track record. They don't crack. Anyone who's had to replace a cracked boiler, they're $3,000 in Australia. It's expensive. On top of the machine, you already spend a lot of money on it. So having a boiler you don't have to worry about, never going to have to worry about. And then the coffee boiler here, better for flavour. Best flavour you can get. IMS basket and screen, so competition basket and screen. There's little bits of money that you could spend. That just mean that you're going to have a better taste of coffee. You know, that's where the investment or value is.
Yes.
Where so normally if you buy a cheap machine, they give you a cheap basket. And just changing the basket will give you much better taste.
Yeah.
We do that straight away. Even though this is mid-range machine, it's true multi-boiler, it's 4-boiler, plus the group head, the Fayema group head, which you can control temperature of the group head, and the 3-boiler, you can control both temperatures. So very, very stable. So yeah, it's better. We decide where to spend the money, right? Where to save it, where to spend. to make the best possible machine that will be a workhorse, last a lot longer, be very simple. But, you know, anyone like a master barista can walk up here and make an exceptional coffee. When you start your extraction, you've got the pressure here on this side.
Can you change the extraction of coffee in the live extraction, the pressure extraction?
The pressure,
And you save the profile.
you have one pressure across the side.
Yes.
It's one pump.
Yes.
One pump per pump. And you can change the pressure from the pump.
Only with the screw,
Yeah, just change it.
not electrical.
No, it's not multi-pump.
Yes.
So if you have multi-pump like Opera,
Open. Yes.
Opera,
I know that.
you have more moving parts.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get the machine service, you have to calibrate your pumps. It's getting more complicated.
Yes. For the service.
If you see the appreciation and the investment, you're doing that, and it's for you. Yeah, no problem. But this one pump gives you straight pressure, and because you have individual pre-boiler, you don't have one pre-boiler, coffee boiler. So normal machines like 2 boiler.
Yes.
You have each boiler. Normally, when you start a shot on a machine that has one coffee boiler, you have 9 bar. If you have 2 group heads, 9 bar, 8 bar. If you have 3, 9 bar, 8 bar, 7 bar. So your flavor is different.
Yes.
On this one, you will lose half a bar of pressure when you activate the shot. You'll have 9 bar, 8.5, right? 8, but it won't go down like that. It'll go across evenly.
Yes.
So you'll have this one on, 9 bar, and I have this one on, it'll be 8.5, 8.5. And then it'll be 8, 8, 8. So you're always going to lose pressure if you have multiple functions at the same time. You always have, physically always lose pressure, but this one loses less pressure than normal one pump machine. It's much more pressure stable and temperature stable. And that's going to give you the consistency of your flavor.
Yes.
Yeah. So the whole idea is to make a machine that we know is going to be simple in its design and looks. It's not offensive, not too demanding or look at me. It looks stylish and classy. The only thing I think can be better, if I'm to talk about the negatives, everyone wants to know the negatives. I think I would like just a better material for the handle.
Why?
But just feels better.
Yeah.
This is me being critical.
No, but it's better.
I like that, but I think even just this could be.
Yes.
If I'm being critical, I want to be critical. Let me give you the pros and cons.
But what is big pro?
It's already got it with even the Verona machine before this.
Yeah.
Very proven track record. But when we went to build this one, we made it stronger, safer, better, less of a risk, no risk. Easy, simple machine that can produce best tasting coffee in high volumes as well. So some machines that are cheaper price, the problem that they have is at high volume, the flavor, the performance, the consistency. And you never know, you can have a quiet cafe and 2-3 weeks of the year you might be super busy. Right? And then you have a problem because you only have 1 boiler machine or 2 boiler machine. But this machine you can put into a quiet cafe. If they get busy tomorrow, no problem. They're ready to go. Yeah.
Είναι να βαρκίδα, έτσι.
In this more 28 kilos per day. Okay, yeah. Just to build. Yeah, I'll show you.
What? You show me 20 kilos per day.
Δεν κολλάει πουθενά. Δεν κολλάει πουθενά.
I'll show you the cafe.
150 κιλά την εβδομάδα στην Αυστραλία.
Λέει
200 κιλά. 200 κιλά.
They are vertical. Vertical.
Yeah.
And easy to access for the technician.
Yes, for the technician.
And there's no risk of getting water damage.
Yeah.
Yep. Every single thing inside of the machine is being thermocoated. All of the electrical thermocoated. Every connection, electrical connection, has been labelled and tagged. So it has OHS compliance certificate
Yes.
and watermark certificate, which is something in Australia very hard to get. Only 2 machines have it. But when you go to a large franchise or a large group, for their insurance, it's what they want to see. They want to see this thing. From here, you have one screen. So normally when you have a barista, they have all of this different information. it's very confusing. It's very, you know. So the whole idea is to have one screen, and then when you press the button, it switches to time. So it's very easy.
Can I ask something?
Yeah.
That temperature, it's what temperature you want, or one temperature it's in the boiler?
The real temperature.
It's the
real temperature. So it's read from multiple points. Is the accurate temperature. And then doing simple things like backflush. Very straightforward, very simple. So the backflush itself, very basic. Even things like cool touch, you know, cool touch.
That it's auto cleaning.
Yeah. Cool touch just means no dry milk stuck on the thing, bad, no problem. But the way Sanremo does it, we use a thicker Teflon, so it can't collapse, cause problems. In the old days when we did cool touch, eventually the steam tap would collapse, cause a problem. Right?
Yes, absolutely.
The other thing that makes it a little bit easier is in the future with the F18 we've got a USB port. So if you're the roaster, you've got 20 cafes come with your USB with your saved extraction. Behind here, put your USB in, and you can upload your extraction. To navigate,
Where is the USB port?
behind the display. When you're changing your recipe, normally what happens is you have to stop making coffee. You have to enter a password, scroll through a menu, and if you go too far, you have to start again. Come back, right? Yeah. It's on display mode. With this one here, when it's on display mode at the moment, when you touch this bar here, you can go in and out of the settings, temperature, volumetric, pre-infusion, which is not pre-wet. It's proper pre-infusion, pre-bar. You can do that without having to stop or enter a password. You can keep making coffee. So for a lot of us, when we're changing the recipe in the middle of service, we want to be able to go in there, make an adjustment, but keep making coffee. Don't stop. With this, you can have individual temperatures. So I can have a temperature dedicated over here, temperature dedicated over there. Yeah. I think this is going to be one of the most important machines for Sanremo, because for a lot of people, it's their starting point. It's when they have their first experience with Sanremo. It's going to be the most common machine. It's very simple, it's very easy, and it sets the reputation for Sanremo as being a workhorse, very simple, very easy, very practical.
Yes.
Yes, so it's really important to Sanremo. This one is the most efficient machine with no problems. Yeah, so then when you go to invest on a Brave or Opera, you have confidence in the brand. So we know that in Australia, we have some cafes. The first cafe that we put this in does 28 kilos per day on average. So we put this machine in. They normally have to do their milk on a Viper, steam Viper, and they've had to do that for the last 12 years that they've been open. They always have to have a coffee machine and a Viper. Since they put this in 4 months ago, they have not used the Viper since, and it is being able to perform with their volume, because they're in a shopping centre, in the biggest shopping centre in Australia, in Chadstone. Mr. Pilgrim Cafe, you know the name of it, and they had this machine. They said, look, it's made life a lot easier. Before they had a Black Eagle, they had Lamazocco. They said had problems keeping up with temperature, and pressure, and the flavor. Because of that, the flavour up and down, up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you a secret photo of the inside of the machine. Normally, not supposed to, but this is good, yeah. So inside the machine.
Inside of this machine?
Yeah. Every single thing is thermocoated, very professionally. All of the electricals have been coated. So, yeah. So 4-point flow meter, very accurate. Most machines are just 2-point flow meter. And the element on the coffee boiler is on top, not underneath. So For a technician,
For notification. Yes.
for a technician, there's a lot of space,
Easier.
and you've got isolation
Yeah.
taps. You can turn off individual group heads.
Very important.
You can work on this machine very easily,
Very easy, yes.
and the doors open up on the side.
Yeah.
On top, it is impossible to get water inside. So inside doesn't get above 50, 60 degrees. So inside the machine
Yes.
doesn't get above that. On top of the machine, I can take a cup of water and tip water over the top. It has its own drain system. So any water on top goes out through the silicone tube on the side, so no water can go inside. We call it
Can
hydro.
we test that?
Yeah.
No,
You
I'm
can.
joking.
You can, yeah. So it's designed so that inside the machine, the only thing that breaks down the electronics is temperature and humidity or water.
Humidity, yes.
So we want inside to stay dry,
Yeah.
and we want the inside to not get too hot for the electrical components. Because when you buy a coffee machine, it's more than a car now. Sometimes it's more than a car. So it should be a 10, 12, 15-year investment without problems, you know? So the effort and the energy put inside the machine, so that when you buy Sanremo, it's an investment, it's going to last for a long time. When you look back, you're going to go, I bought a Sanremo, best decision could have done.
Okay.
But there are a lot of people, I never talk about my competitor, there are a lot of people that are cutting corners, doing things like no thermocoating, no electrical tagging, no waterproof on the top. And 3 years you look inside the machine and it
عندك هذا طبعا المؤشر حق ضغط المضخة. لما تضغط تستخلص يبدأ يطلع معاك على حسب الضغط اللي مضبوط عندك. عندك هذه حرارة الغلاية، هذه حرارة الغلاية 122. هذه كمية الماء اللي موجودة في البويلر. بعدين الضغط اللي موجود في البويلر اللي حيتغير أول ما تفتح. بالنسبة للإعدادات طبعا تقدر تدخل هنا. الزر الأول هنا اللي يشغل اللمبات ويطفيها. طيب لما تضغط عليه طبعا تغيره إلى أوف، وبعدين تضغط صح انطفت اللمبات. لو غيرته إلى أون وبعدين لما تضغط صح تشتغل اللمبات. الزر الثاني خاص بتسخين الأكواب فوق الماكينة، وتقدر تختار طبعا درجة الحرارة. لو قلبت الصفحة تزودها أو تنقصها وبعدين تضغط صح، وهذا اللي يرجعك على الصفحة اللي قبلها. طبعا هذا الزر يستخدم في تنظيف الجروبات. لما تجي تنظف ينظف الجروب، يعني يشغل كل الجروبات الثلاثة مع بعض. فغالبا ما حد بيستخدمه لأنه ما عندك إلا واحد باسكت مقفول، كل جروب بتسويه لحاله. الزر هذا اللي هو اللي بيحسب عندك كم كوب عملت من كل زرار. طبعا لو تبغى تعمل تايمر انه الماكينة تشتغل وتطفي لوحدها في اوقات محددة هتستخدم الزر هذا، وتختار طبعا اليوم والتاريخ او الساعة او حسب الاعدادات اللي موجودة في ضبط الوقت. من هنا تنتقل للصفحة الثانية عشان نشوف ايش فيها. لو في اي الارمز، اي مثلا اعطال، اي مشاكل، اي ملاحظات للماكينة حتلاقيها في الصفحة هذه. طبعا نو الارمز. الصفحة الثانية فيها كمان اهم حاجة درجة حرارة كل جروب. طبعا الجروب الاول ممكن ازود الدرجة وانقصها. لو تلاحظ اللون بيتغير لما بغير درجة الحرارة عن الدرجة اللي مضبوطة. وكل اللي انا اسويه انه بعد ما اغير لازم اضغط علامة الصح علشان يأكد الاختيار. طبعا لكل جروب على حدة، الجروب الاول، الجروب الثاني، الجروب الثالث لو هي 3 جروب. خاصية الترطيب من الزرار الثاني، لو ضغطنا على الزر هذا هيقول لي إذا أبغى أشغل خاصية الترطيب أو لا. وطبعا أختار مدة الترطيب في كل أزرار من الأزارير هذه. أنا عندي 4 أزارير أقدر أبرمجها، يسموها أحيانا سنجل دبل أو سنجل دبل على حسب كل كافيه بيستخدمه على حسب احتياجه. فكل أزرار طبعا هذا كي 1 اللي هو كي رقم 1، كي رقم 2، 3 و4. الزر الأخير المهم هو هذا اللي بيحدد لي كمية الموية في كل أزرار. قديش كمية الموية اللي تنزل على الكوفي كيك أو على القهوة علشان تعصرها وتستخلصها. طبعا أقدر أغيره نفس الشيء، ولو غيرت لازم أضغط الصح علشان يحفظ. تمام. K1 K2 K3 K4 اللي هي الأربع الأزارير اللي شفناها أول لكل جروب. طبعا الجروب الأول، الجروب الثاني، الجروب الثالث، وهكذا. طبعا لو استخدمت خدمة أو ميزة المؤقت اللي الماكينة تشتغل فيه لحالها وتطفي لحالها، ما حأطفي الماكينة من المفتاح الرئيسي، لازم أطفي الماكينة من هنا علشان الماكينة تقعد مطفية، ولكن هي عارفة متى حتشتغل على حسب الإعدادات اللي أنت هتحطها في الاختيار المؤقت. وطبعا لو أبغى أشغل الماكينة من الشاشة ثاني مرة أضغط على ذا، الماكينة اشتغلت وجاهزة. هذه طبعا ال F18.